91.3 Breaking Chains Radio. We're here with our in-studio guest this week, the phenomenal Betty Perez,
Hey.
and the incomparable Thomas.
Hello.
And shout out to all our viewers on live.me.com.
Yes.
That,
Thank you so much for watching, guys.
that are
Los quiero
liking-
mucho.
Yes. Gracias, gracias. That's my snippet of Spanish.
Sí se puede.
Donde está el baño? That's the most important thing to know wherever you're at.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Tengo hambre. I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah.
No me gusta.
No me gusta. Me gusta.
Yes.
Mhm.
So, now let's get back into it, Betty. So, during our break, Betty was performing some very relaxing scrubs on us. Amazing. So, tell our listeners and our viewers a bit about the ingredients of the scrub
Sure.
and, the combination of ingredients, why it yields the results that it does.
Yeah, so first of all, how do you guys feel about the scrub? Do you see instant results or
Yes.
anything?
Yes.
I mean, like, I've never had, like, compared to all the scrubs that I've gotten before, with the coffee beans, it's gotten so much better. Like, this is my first time trying it, and I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever had in terms of a scrub. And I've spent so much money on
Thank
them.
you.
Honestly, I've spent so much money. Like,
Trying to find the perfect scrub.
Exactly. I
You
usually,
found me. I'm here.
I've gotten to that point, and I've gotten to that, I think the whole, what was it, the Red Sea kind of thing. That
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Right, right.
Mhm.
Like, literally-
That deja vu.
Right, and I tried it, and it literally, like, broke my skin out to the point where my skin was peeling. And I just felt that Neutrogena was the only thing that would work for me, and that's what I use now. And I'm like, I never really thought about going into a more natural product, because with Neutrogena, you never know, they could still be putting, toxins into your body, literally, And this is like literally something that I can find in my kitchen. It's
Mhm.
amazing,
Mhm.
So, hey, kudos.
Thank
I'm
you.
all for it.
And so, tell us more about the
Yeah,
ingredients
so
of the scrub.
it's a coffee scrub. So you have
Okay.
coffee, Mediterranean sea salt, you have castor oil, almond oil, and coconut oil. So the oils as a condition agent to your skin. The toxins that clean out, that happens with the salt. So that's what the salt does.
Mhm.
And then the coffee, it helps with any types of scar repair. It helps burn some of the fat out of your skin because it's caffeine. So if you leave it for a while, you're actually going to feel your skin heat up. You're going to start sweating. And it's just going to be an overall cleanse, and it really does benefit you. It helps with varicose veins. It helps with any dry, ashy skin. So you can definitely use it, and a little bit goes a long way. So
that $20 jar,
Yeah,
you
it-
get a
almost a year pretty much.
wow.
Yeah, and it's all natural. That's the most important
and it
part.
smells so good.
Like, I mean, it wouldn't
Like,
taste
that's all
good. You
I'm
could
smelling
eat
right
it.
now.
It wouldn't taste good,
I
but you could eat
know.
it. And so if it's something that
You
you
know,
can
when you're
I'm
ingest,
smelling it right now.
Yeah.
That's all I'm smelling. It's the coffee beans, and I mean, like, if you really love the smell of coffee, it's like it's the best thing.
yeah.
Ridiculous.
And then you ship it with the oil separate.
Yeah,
correct?
well, no, I actually ship it with the oil in the container, but I don't do it
Okay.
until I'm shipping.
Ah.
And it doesn't go bad or anything. It's just my method of shipping.
Mhm. Mhm.
And you can, once again, you can find that on www.healthybeautybetty.com.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So, Betty, what are the keys to a successful blog?
Mm.
And for someone who's sitting at home and says, hey, I have a voice, I have interest, I want to create a blog.
Mm-hmm.
What are the steps getting it off the ground?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, as we know, for many bloggers, it's actually become an income, because once you get a certain level of followers, you
Mhm.
can charge advertising, and then
Right.
you become a trend maker and everything.
Right.
So, what are some tips for that person who wants to get one started?
That's a great question. To become a blogger, to get that started, I think you should just be yourself. People want to know you. They don't
They
want to
wanna
know.
identify
Yeah,
with
they want to
you.
identify with you. Write about things that really mean something to you, that you think can change or help someone else.
Being passionate.
Empower people, have a purpose. And when you write that way and you write from your heart, there's no way that you can't be successful as a blogger.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I mean, it's everybody's a blogger now. Everybody wants. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen a new makeup blog or in a fashion blog and all that jazz. And I'm just like,
fitness blog.
what about your blog? And that would tell me not to look at the next blog. Just only look at your blog.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Like,
just,
yeah, like how do you make? That's another good point. When you're creating a blog, how do you keep yours to stand out and be different from somebody else's, and that they want to come to your blog?
Well, I think each person has a unique character, just like each person has a unique fingerprint. So if you're true to who you are and your character shows, people identify with you as a person, and that's what makes you stand out and make people want to come to you as opposed to someone else. Because they know you, they know your character, they know who you are.
Right. Okay.
Oh, a shout out to Livia Our Life on live.me.com that says hi and is asking how everybody is.
Hi,
We're great. Thanks for following. And again, if you want to call in and join our conversation,
Yes, call us.
The number is 267-713-9262. We always want to hear your perspective and questions. So, Betty, what do you find most rewarding about helping people, with their health and lifestyle choices using the holistic approach?
What's most rewarding about helping people is seeing their success. Seeing them start from one place, getting to another, and then getting to that second place on their own. We all need guidance, we all need support, but then when you hold a bird and you let them fly, and you see them fly in the air, it's just like, wow, that's
and you're
amazing.
Giving them the tools.
Exactly.
And, of course, oftentimes when, especially in health and working out and meal planning and all that kind of stuff and transitioning your habits, we stumble.
Indeed. I still do.
So, if you're someone who's trying to do, a lifestyle overhaul and you're doing well, and maybe we have that cheesecake one day, and
which is okay. It's okay.
Right, and maybe we take a dive off the board and have a Sunday too. It's a beer.
Hey, football season's coming up.
That's right.
Wings and beer. I'm guilty.
Corn dogs.
49ers.
So now on your website you speak a lot about about acceptance and body positivity.
Yes.
And that's like something that is what a lot of us as Americans, and not just Americans but just worldwide, are dealing with. What are some of the things you can say to talk to us, say to people to kind of get people's minds out of that whole gutter of I have to be thin, I have to look a certain way in order to be accepted, even in social media or in any type of setting?
I love your question, and I feel like this answer that I'm about to give you should be my trademark. 2 words. It's okay. People sometimes, they just blow things so much out of proportion. Sometimes you just need to sit back and say, it's okay. I might not have $1 million. I might not have a huge house. I might not be, a very skinny model and can't fit all the clothes, but it's okay. Because I am where I am now, and I got to make the best of it.
Right.
You are enough, exactly.
Right. So take that to
That's right. And of course, you know that I am an advocate for body positivity and diversity.
Indeed.
And loving yourself. And it's so important because society will send us so many messages. And it's so easy to get mixed up in the head and transition those messages into negative things that you're doing to yourself.
I agree with what you're saying.
And it's so important to just be still with who you are. And, not everybody can look like Tiana Taylor. If you can, hats off to you. But,
But that's not the natural.
That's not the
everybody
natural.
who has had a baby literally knows it's
No,
not that easy.
you don't bounce back in 3 minutes.
You don't bounce back like that. It's not that easy. It's never been that easy. It's like the only way you're able to bounce back is if you had a surrogate and you were at the gym every day. You were, at the doctor's. It's not that easy.
Yeah, and ladies, think about it. These celebrities, they have lots of money and lots of resources, so they
that we don't know about.
So they have,
we don't know
yes, they have, like, say, somebody like Betty in their staff who's actually going to deliver the meals to them. Clean out the refrigerator. Take the bad choices
Make the choices
away.
for them.
Right. And they have that trainer who's going to come to their house around their entertainment schedule and pull their self out of bed at 4 in the morning and say, you will work out. Unlike the rest of us who are like, oh my God, I didn't get until 11 o'clock and I'm exhausted. And do I want to hit the gym? Okay, I'll do it tomorrow. So you can't hold yourself up to people who have a whole nother level of choices that makes it easier.
And then think about it like this. They said that this was her snack bag. Remember how long ago she had this baby? She had this baby a long time ago.
Right.
Yeah, you've had about maybe a good 6 or 7 months to get your body, and she wasn't that big of a woman at that. So it's just like, okay, just don't present this image that this is like, all you have to do is just go and get a gym membership, and
we'll look super bionic.
No, I've realized that within losing weight. I realized that within losing weight is a certain type of process. It's a process is a mental process that you have.
Indeed, it definitely
is. You have to make the
key point, mental, mind.
Exactly. Mentally, you have to get yourself prepared for it, because you have to think about, okay, I have, to get up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym, and then I still have a day job, and then I still have PTA meetings and all that jazz that I have to deal with. This is a mental thing that you kind of got to get yourself involved in before you even go into losing weight. Because if you go into mentally, I'm losing weight just to look good, you're not going to lose it.
No, it has to be
your mindset. Is definitely a key. A lifestyle choice.
Exactly.
It's a lifestyle. Exactly. Lifestyle. You don't start one day and then end it and say, oh, I'm at the perfect weight. No, it's a choice that you make every day for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
And I think as a whole, society likes to put all this pressure that, oh my God, you're supposed to bounce back in 30 seconds. When that's not real life. And I recently saw an interview with Blake Lively, who, now we're going to talk about slaying on the red carpet. Blake, hello. But there's actually several actresses in Hollywood who are coming out who recently had babies, and we're saying that, look, they're not in a rush, and they're giving their bodies time to recover, and they don't like the whole thing that's going on in Hollywood. So-and-so's back in body shape after 6 weeks. That's not real life.
It doesn't happen.
No, it's not real life at all.
At least not by natural ways.
See, they have to do that because they have to. They have an image that that their management team and their agents have presented for them, and if they don't withstand that image, then they're not going to be able to keep the job. You know what I mean? Whereas it's like that day-to-day people, it's like you just got to do it just for your health, just to be healthy. Like the celebrities, that's their job. You know what I mean? Like when you think about, as far as a designer, when you think about what these people are wearing and the performances, they're duct taped underneath these gowns.
There's a whole stage of illusion.
It's a whole bunch of illusions. So when this is what you think that they're looking like, when they take off their clothes, they look just like you. They just don't have as much duct tape.
Right.
You're not wearing those things underneath your clothes.
Right.
If you want to, go ahead. Feel uncomfortable every day.
We're the 60 level of Spang.
I sit I have consultations with clients, and it's always body. It's always, I deal with that constantly. Where there's a client who wants something that is going to make her body look good. But I'm just like, no, I'm not going to make something that's going to make your body look good. I'm going to go with you on what you already have. And
exactly.
You look good all in all, and as a whole, because that's the important thing about it.
Now, we were touching a little bit earlier about body image and size acceptance and whatnot. And Michael, he knows that's something I'm very passionate about. Why do you feel, I really think the more that, I've been on this journey and this platform, speaking up for others, I really do see that there's a difference culturally. Like if you look at, the Caucasian culture, African American, Latino, Asian cultures, depending on what your background is, within that culture, it's a little bit more acceptable to be curvier.
Right.
Or if you're from another background, It's just not. Like, as a Caucasian woman, I mean, first of all, I've just always been comfortable with myself no matter what. I never felt, not to say that you don't have your days of, oh my God, you know,
Right.
but overall, you know, and I never looked through a magazine and said, oh, I have to be that. If I'm not like that, I'm not worthy.
Right.
But, you know, in general, in the Caucasian culture, you know, it's frowned upon to be curvy. Like, they'll just flat out, even if you're like have a little padding, they'll just call you fat. Okay, and say, oh, look at that heifer, oh my God, or, you know, you could just have a little thickness, and some guys will, oh, look at that, you know, whatever, you know, you fill in the blank. And same in Asian culture, it's, you know, frowned on to be curvier, but in the Latino and African American culture, you know, it's a little bit more accepted. So, you know, could you both dive in on that? Why do you think that is?
You want to go first?
Sure. I mean, I think it's accepted because that's just how our, you know, our bodies are. Most of the time we are wide in the hips.
Right.
And I think I think our culture is just we don't really look at that so much. You know, we're more family oriented. We're more like dancing, very loving. Like if we greet somebody with, you know, and the kids, we're very close.
Yes.
Somos una comunidad amoroso, you know. Somos, ven a mi casa a comer, come to my house to eat. We're not like, oh my God, look what she's having, or look her money, or look. No, it's not like that.
Right.
Somos una comunidad que nos amamos, nos apreciamos. You know, we appreciate each other. We love each other. Here's food. Come to my house. Let's relate one-on-one. So we're not really looking at, oh, that person, you know,
oh my God, she's having a burger. What are
you
you
know,
doing?
she's so big. You know, it's not like that. It's not like that.
Right. With me, I just feel I for some reason I just I relate a lot of things to what people are seeing, because I mean, we've had many artists in the music industry who embrace these things, who embrace curvier women.
Yes.
Who
Jill
talk
Scott,
about, you know,
Jasmine
exactly.
Sullivan.
Exactly. So it's just like, okay, now I see these women, and I feel comfortable. These are people who are being in the forefront, and they're in front of the skinny woman getting a voice. So we see these things, and I mean, I'm not going to say that the Caucasian artists don't have that, because you know, you look at Adele and
Exactly. Meghan Trainor.
Exactly.
That's my girl.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. So I think it's more along the lines of just like that that I don't want to say it's just saying that, you know, in order for people to accept it, as in the black community, they have to see other people accepting it. But it's just more along the lines of that. I guess it's just the way we grew up. You know, I've never been, since I've in the 20-something years of my life.
Oh, you're a baby.
I
wish I was in my 20s.
It's not always correct. And those
Pardon me. Let me interject here for a moment.
It's not.
I'm going to say to all my viewers, because I cannot talk about empowerment and self-love, which is, you know, my whole brand and who I am. I am 42 years old.
Yay!
Okay, I do not feel old. I do not feel less than. Okay, you know, it is all in your mentality. The only box that you are in is the box you put around your
Indeed,
yeah, exactly.
indeed.
So I do not want to hear from you or any of my other guests, oh my God, I'm this. Oh my God, I'm that. Every year is a blessing.
Yes.
Indeed.
It's an
Amen.
opportunity to use your
It
gifts. And don't let any person make you feel that you're less relevant or less viable or have less things to say. I mean, look at Carmen, look at Lauren Bacall, who are women in their 70s, their 80s, Julia Roberts, Renee Russo, and we can go on and on and on.
Speak on it, Laura.
All right, so now that I testified, let's continue.
Speak your truth, Laura. Speak your truth.
That's right. The truth must be had.
Talk about it.
Yes. That's sort of, you know, it's yeah, I do believe that, you know, in a certain age, you have to get, you don't. I feel like most people don't really find themselves until they're in their like like 30s and things.
I agree
Because
with
right
that,
now,
yeah.
it's like I'm still like in that process of like, do I want to be in a relationship? Do I want to focus on fashion? Do I want to go back to school? Do I want to do work in the industry?
What kind of relationships
Right.
do you
What type
want?
of relationships I want?
You're learning your boundaries.
From
Right,
the
right.
age of 20 to about 29. That's the only time you have to get yourself together. Once you're 30, it's like, look,
I ain't got time for
I
it.
got time for it. I don't have time
I have no
for it.
patience.
And that's
We
where I'm getting at.
transition from our pull-up pants.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like it's almost like when I was starting my career in fashion, like in my school, when I first started school, I was like always wanted to be the fashion guy. I always wanted to dress up and everything. And now that I'm really in the industry and I'm really knowing what it's like, I'm like, look, I don't
T-shirts
even
on me.
It's like, look, as long as my work looks good, that's all that matters. Cause like so now, like when you're in that age, like you said, you become more comfortable with who you are and who you want to be, and who you destined to be. Because my goals that I set for myself haven't really they don't really start until I turn 30. So it's like
And
right
sometimes
now,
it takes that evolution of time for you to try different things and find out what your talents are.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it takes time for you to actually have the courage to jump up on that bridge, take a leap, and go after your dreams.
And just risk it all. Sometimes you really have to risk. It's like something.
Hay que arriesgarse,
It's
¿verdad?
ridiculous. You have to risk
A dream is a dream
all.
your heart made.
It's like sometimes you just have to be like, okay, this is in my lifestyle. Me working in this restaurant is not working. Me doing catering jobs is not working, and I really want to do fashion. I quit it all and go with what your heart desires. Because you invested so much time into thinking about what you want to do, and you're not doing it, and you're just wasting your time.
You have to be about it.
You have to be about it. You have to.
Now, Betty, I feel that one of the key steps to positive self-esteem is having positive energy around you.
Yes.
And positive people, and people who are, giving constructive criticism when you're misstepping.
Yes.
But that are going to be your cheerleaders and your champions, and especially as young girls. You must have those positive voices around you to say, go for it, invest in yourself, feel good about yourself. And who are the people in your life? Girl, because you're a very confident and sassy gal.
Yeah.
So who are some of the people in your life who was that source for you?
There's actually a few. The first and most important that I want to mention is God. God has been here for me since day one, and nothing can be without that. You keep the faith. And then my mother, she's up there looking at me now, but she's always, since day one, you can do it, you can do whatever you want, and that makes me not settle for anything less. And then just a couple other people, Estania, I love you, Alpha, Sam. These people motivate me every single day. They text me this morning, So to have that constant group of people who love you and who are there for you, that is so important. And I hope that I can be like that for many people.
Absolutely. Some people, you need to find someone someone you would never expect. Everybody has to have like that type of mentor, that type of person that they can talk to, and if they don't value the opinion of like someone they don't know, be able to have that person you can go to and be like, look, I'm dealing with this. What do you think?
Mentorship is so important.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
And I think too, it's important. Necessarily, don't just wait for someone to reach out to you.
Exactly. I agree.
Who cares? And you want to help people. I'm someone who I always, first of all, I reach out for learning all around. Everyone can teach me something.
Right.
And you always have to be humble to ask.
Indeed.
We don't come out of the womb knowing everything in life. And the thing is too, that reach out to mentor others.
Mhm.
Don't wait for that person to say, hey, if you see
Right.
someone who could benefit from the knowledge you have, reach out to them.
Mhm.
Indeed. Actually,
But
in my
don't do it the way
YouTube
you're
channel.
trying to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, in my YouTube channel, I have a series called Pillow Talk,
Mhm.
and I talk about things, and I encourage people to message me, inbox me. If you need a support group, that's who I am. If you need a motivator,
what's the
that's
name
who I
of
am.
your YouTube channel?
Healthy Beauty Betty.
Healthy beauty bag.
So you can always
I'll be
email
looking
me,
that up.
DM me, IM me. I'm always here to be the motivator that you
And
need.
and where else are you on social media?
You can do Healthy Beauty Betty at Instagram or Facebook as well.
Healthy beauty bag.
Just message me, and I am here for you.
And Michael Thomas.
Oh, me?
For those
Oh.
under a rock who don't know where to find you.
Yeah, because Michael Thomas has been under a rock lately. You can find me on
A
Facebook.
feathery, glittery, sparkly, suede-clad rock
Yeah, in a box.
with charmeuse draped in candy.
Right. Canopy bed and everything.
Oh, see, I love canopy beds.
And ginger tea.
Ginger
Right.
tea, yes.
And ginger tea.
And coffee scrub.
Exactly, coffee, and then coffee scrub, exactly. But I have been working, but you can find me on, just by searching Michael Thomas on Facebook, or you can go on two of my pages, Faithful MT on Instagram, or Be Well, Be Faithful on Instagram. And if you want to see my work, you get to see those things. And I've gotten into the whole live TV because this woman over here, so you'll probably see a few more things on Facebook
Yes.
from me. So.
Ooh, I'm gonna check you out.
Yes,
Yes, please do.
I have to say, I can't say enough about Michael. He is just such a wonderful and kind spirit. And when I first came on the scene in Philadelphia, and
This is
such,
reality.
we're living it.
We're doing this together while we're still
Yes.
chasing our dreams.
And-
This is the best kind of
Honey,
conversation you can have.
like it-
And when I made my decision, okay, I'm gonna realize the dreams that I've been thinking about doing, and I'm just gonna go out there and I'm gonna do it. And Michael was one of the first people I met, and he was so kind.
Yeah, she came to my fashion show.
Yes.
She brought a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
Like it were people that I didn't even know. And
Yes.
I was like, okay, this is. It's ridiculous. The people that you don't know, you least expect.
Hmm.
And they present themselves to you, and they not only present themselves to you, but show to you what they can do with you and not
Exactly.
for you. It's an amazing thing,
Mhm.
and it's good to have somebody like this in your corner. So yes.
Well, you are a wonderful person, and I cherish you as a friend, and I am always your cheerleader. So,
Is that a new cheer?
Thank you.
Yay!
Thanks,
So,
guys.
yeah. So now, what do you both have coming up?
Okay, so I have a boot camp coming up. Also, if you guys are interested in meals, if you're interested in meals, you can go to my Facebook or my Instagram, so it'll be Maximum Meals, Maximum
Okay.
_ Meals. There you'll see menus and things
Maximum
like that.
fabulosity.
So you can get foods there. I'll be posting about my boot camp September 17th with Alpha Karoma. So he'll be training you guys, working you out, and then you guys get to eat my food and relax and enjoy
Nice.
a great nutrition consultation. It should be an amazing experience.
Now, do you suggest eating that meal before working out or after?
I suggest eating that meal any time of the day.
Especially those tacos.
Take another bite to another push-up.
And of course, you can find me on Facebook, Laura Mazurek. That's Mazurek, a Facebook style and empowerment chat with Laura and friends page, and get it involved. Give us your hot topic suggestions. I love all the suggestions we get every week. And you can find me on Twitter @FabAtAnySize. You can find me on Instagram SRPKLDiva, and of course, like the WBNC page. Get involved, engage. We're here for you, and we want to hear your comments and your feedback. So next week we are going to be joined by the phenomenal and sassy and creative and talented Miss Crystal Carmen, CEO of Pink Stiletto Cosmetics, who we did Pink the Runway together. Some of you may remember, and she is a beauty educator, formulator. she does events, she does so many things. So she's going to be weighing in on all of her talents and perspectives on things. And she, of course, is a Black-owned business, and she, is going to be sharing all her perspectives on that. And we are excited to see what's going to be going. I think we're going to be doing some live makeup, getting a little in-studio face beat. Nothing wrong with that. So I thank our guests for tuning in.
Thank you.
And Michael, you are fabulous.
Thank you.
And Betty, you are sensational.
BESOS.
I am fabuloso. And I learned so many great new things. And so keep it tuned in later tonight. We have the CO and Bev Brooks show. And I am very excited to say and plug my sister girl, Majesty.
Woo! Woo! Majesty in the
We're
house.
back together. Majesty's in the house, and she's
Woo, girl.
debuting next week with your girl Majesty.
All right.
So Wednesdays are going to be the hot place to be. Stone Empowerment Chat, midweek with your girl Majesty, and the CO Brooks Show. So keep it locked in. WBNC Radio 91.3, Breaking Chains. Until next time.